Good morning, folks. We're back in another edition of It Is What It Is, brought to you by yours truly, me. And this question was about a video that was sent, and they said, was this a good reaction to that self-defense technique, or that assault that went on, or that altercation that went on? The part of the video that I'm showing you is some type of restaurant, fast food chain. I do not know where this incident occurred, but what happens is there you have two individuals, and one grabs the other, pushes the other, tries to grab the other, and the other one gives them a right to the chin. And what happens is that the other person gets knocked out. And there's a couple of things. Was it a haymaker? Was this? Well, anyway, you look at the video, and I'm going to put it right here, and you all can see what it is and say, this is what happened. You can make up your own decision. But what I'm talking about is alignment of the fist. Alignment of the fist, this knuckle. A lot of styles want to punch this knuckle here, but this knuckle's the only knuckle that puts together and braces, the radius and the all together right here. Okay, it's the only one that has the actual support. People might argue and say this style does this other style does it this way. Great, fine. You guys train whichever way you want to train. But that's the way I learned it, especially with Savate and especially within boxing, right? Once you start hitting with these two, you can have a lot of fractured hands. People say you have to wrap your hands. And the wrapping of the hands is good if you're doing continuous sparring, continuous conditioning of hitting bags and so on and so forth. It's good for you to have wrapped hands. But do you need them? No, you don't need them. Now, wrapping the hands, especially in fights, and you wrap them too tight, well, you're going to cause your boxer or your fighter to have a broken hand. But back to this video. He hits him right here in the jaw. Boom. The guy goes down like a light. You shut him off real quick. Can that occur? Yes. You see the guy reaching out to him, and you see the guy in a half guard. This is what we call it, on guard. This is half guard. This is a do guard, right? He's in a half guard, what means that he was anticipating what he was already going to do. So he was already thinking about what he was doing. It was actually, he was thinking of the counter of the altercation, okay? He was moving back. It was a self-defense situation, and he just unleashed the right and hit it dead on, and the person was turned off like a light. How often does this occur? It occurs. It happens. The problem you have to see here is that most altercation street fights, they don't last that long. Okay, the FBI states that most street fights end within 9 seconds. If it goes longer, people go to the ground, other people get involved, and then you have all your heroes jumping in, which causes a lot of chaos. But again, it is a type of right hook, right overhand. It went right over the other one. See, in fact, if you see him, he's pinning the two hands because the guy goes with two, and he just pinned both hands and just goes right over. And it was a perfectly executed punch. Because he went it, bang, right there. And it was just, well, that's the way it goes, and that's, did the individual have training? Maybe. And his calmness, the way his demeanor was, probably. Or maybe he's been in another altercations. Remember, a lot of people have never really trained formally, but they have a lot of street altercations. Then there's those that are trained formally and never fought in the street and think they can, which is a totally different story. Then you have the individuals that have done both, and those are the ones you have to be careful with, okay? But nonetheless, this is a self-defense situation that occurred. I do not know what occurred before the altercation or why the altercation occurred or why the one individual pushed the other ones. I have no idea because there's no sound. They just showed me that bit. Anyway, that's what I think. Number one, it's alignment of the fist. It was just a great fist going forward. in that particular area, and he just shut them down. Well executed. You guys stay safe, be safe, and remember, train. Videos are good because you can learn a lot from them. Until next time, much peace.